it?
I miss you.
You get back to the fire, you'll catch a chill.
They sound as though they're onto something. Shh. What do you think it is? Shh. Nellie, close the door. It's cold. Now, what did you think that was? Nellie?
What?
What did you think that was?
I don't know.
Why did you jump so?
I didn't
You
jump.
flew. What were you afraid of?
Don't be silly.
I know when you're frightened and when you're not.
I wasn't frightened. Do you want the lamp? I'm not going to paint anymore.
Nellie,
What?
what did you think it was?
Nothing.
What did you think it was? What have you been thinking about? Did you know you've been moaning in your sleep?
I have?
And you've cried out twice.
When was that?
Last Saturday night?
What did I say?
Nothing, but your face was wet and your hands were cold. You sat up when you called out, but I talked to you when you lay back down again. What were you dreaming about, Nellie? Tell me.
I was dreaming the water turned cold in the middle of a bath, you cuckoo. Is that what you're so bothered about?
Nellie,
What?
winter is coming.
It always
And the
does.
chickens won't lay and the barn is falling
The
down.
barn will be mended.
The house is getting cold again and my shoulder's always hurting.
Oh.
Fox is stealing all our hens and we never have enough money. How are we going to eat when the ground is all dried up and we can't even draw out a vegetable? My mom was right, we'll never last another winter.
Yes, we will.
How can we? How can we? We have to face it. We're not living the life we hoped for in this empty house. With never enough food and never enough time for all the work that has to be done. Why can't we visit somewhere till we're settled and calm again?
Where?
We could go to my place.
And do what?
Anything we like. We wouldn't be tied to the house, and my brother Jack is coming home soon. We can do so many things with him. And we can always come out here again next summer.
If we leave here now, you know we'll never come back.
Yes, we will.
This is what we planned for. This is what we chose.
But nothing is working out properly.
We came here to live our own lives, didn't we? Without having to strut around to other people's ideas and other people's demands.
But look at what's happening to us now.
It's only a piece of porcelain. We haven't had any flowers to put in it since September.
Someone's out there, Nellie. It may be a tramp.
Turn down the light.
Get the gun.
Turn down the light.
Get the gun.
Hello?
Who is it? What do you want here?
Why? What's wrong?
What do you want here? Speak up or I shall shoot.
Well, I've come to see my granddad.
Who is your granddad? Who is he?
William Grenfell?
There's no William Grenfell lives here.
There isn't?
You know there isn't. Now move away or I shall shoot.
I lived here with my granddad 5 years ago. What's become of him then?
There was an old man who lived here before us, Nellie. He lived all alone.
Aye, that's him. What's become of him then?
We were told he died.
Aye, that's where he is.
How is it you didn't know if your granddad was alive or dead?
I joined up in Canada, you see. That's where I ran away to. I hadn't heard from him in 3 or 4 years.
We've been here almost 3 years.
Have you?
Nellie, put the gun up. Mr. Grenfell's a visitor.
Aye, we've seen enough of guns.
Nellie, would you like to sit down for a bit, Mr. Grenfell? Have you come from very far?
Gaeta.
Gaeta? I have a brother coming home. From France.
Coming here?
No, to his place in Islington, where my family lives.
Oh, I know the town.
Do you? My dad owns a clothing shop there.
Does he? What's his name?
Banford. Brawley Banford.
Is that the name of the shop?
No. Woolens. Would you like a cup of tea, Mr. Grenfell, to take the chill off?
Thank you, I would, Miss Banford.
I'll get it.
No, I'll get it. Well, there's no need for the two of us for a pot of water. Did you come in on the train, Mr. Grenfell?
Yes, I did.
And then you walked the whole way here?
Aye,
You must be tired then.
a little.
Were you planning to live here with your granddad again?
Until I'm sent back to Canada, I'm on leave now.
Well, how long have you got? Where will you stay?
Well, I know some people in the village. I can always stay at the Swan.
The Swan's been quarantined with the influenza. It's brought down half of the town by now.
Has it?
I'm sure it has.
Is that why you ran away out here? Afraid of catching the flu?
Well, we've had lots worse than that, Mr. Grenfell.
Have you?
Our first year here, I caught pneumonia.
Did you?
I was bedded down for a fortnight. I came to this place for my health, but it hasn't improved any yet, believe me.
And what has Nellie caught since she's been out here?
Nellie? Nothing. She's never sick. That's why I have to make it up for the two of us.
But you just said you both had worse than the flu.
Well, wouldn't you call mending coops and chasing chicks and chopping wood and digging ditches from 12 to 14 hours a day at least as much as catching the flu?
Yes, I would.
Well, Nellie does more.
Does she?
Don't you, Nellie?
Were you two chattering about me?
I was just telling Mr. Grenfell that you do all the heavy work,
Henry.
Henry, and I do all the bed watching.
Tea'll be a minute. There's nothing but bread and butter to chew, I'm afraid.
A bit of bread will taste quite a lot just now, Miss Nellie. Thank you.
How long since you've eaten, Henry?
Since noon today.
Since noon? That's a terrible stretch for a growing boy. Will you gobble this then, and I'll butter you another.
Thank you.
I'm just so sorry we haven't got a chunk of meat to go with it. Food's been awful scarce in the village with the rationing and all, and we've had little luck in the woods on our own.
Hunting used to be good out there.
It still is, but we haven't got the time and we haven't got the patience. All the feeding and weeding and mending and cleaning, there's never an end to what has to be done out here. Well, you know all about that.
What kind of stock do you keep besides the chickens?
We have ducks and a horse and a heifer. No, we had a heifer. We had to sell her.
Why?
Well, she was always crashing fences, and then she got herself pregnant. And, well, we're not out here to slave our lives away, and heifers are always trouble, so we had to sell her. Nellie, what are you up to in there?
I had to build the fire from scratch.
Well, why didn't you set it on in here? Nellie makes a fine pot of tea, Henry. You'll enjoy it.
You make a fine slice of bread.
Does it feel good?
It's like a heaven-sent gift to my poor aching body. My granddad would have me bringing in the wood for the week by now.
On your first night back?
Aye.
Is that why you left him?
That and the cut of his tongue. He had a way of making the sun seem cold.
He sounds terrible.
Terrible he was. He brought me here when I was 12.
And how long did you stay?
Till I was 15.
And you left 5 years ago? Well, that makes you 20 and all. My brother is 21.
He'll come I'm an old man then, won't he? You've done a wondrous thing in here, Jill. My granddad always kept this room a cellar bin. The walls were always bare and the floor was always black.
Oh, here we are.
You pour out, Jill.
Of course. Don't I always? You notice a difference in the room then, do you, Henry?
Don't I, though?
I put up the curtains. I found most of the furniture. Nellie brought in the shelves, but I brought in most of the books.
I like to read.
I love it, but my eyes can't always take the strain. Nellie's a great reader too, but lately she's become most fond of filigree work on porcelain. These cups are hers, and she's done pictures and vases and lots of others.
Your handiwork is quite lovely, Nellie. Very.
Say thank you, Nellie.
Thank you.
Come sit by the fire where it's warm.
I'm all right.
But we can't see you.
I can see you.
You both made a little dream world for yourselves out here in the forest, ladies. Take my word.
You haven't seen the outside.
What?
You haven't seen the outside.
The outside needs stirring up, and so does the barn. But a good hand can clear that up in a wink.
Well, Nellie is a good hand, but this place takes more clearing than she can do.
Why have you never taken anybody on, then?
We tried to once, but he turned out to be more worthless than our hens.
What's wrong with your hens?
Tell him, Nellie.
Go on.
What?
They won't lay. When we give them their hot food in the morning, they flop out for hours in a trance. And when we give them their hot food at night, they peck about like a pack of sleepwalkers during all the early hours of the day. And then daylight savings came around, and the stupid birds refused to sleep until 9 o'clock or later, and that spoiled them. Now they click and clack about all day and all night like a bunch of wacky clocks. It's no laughing matter.
Well, I can get your hens to sleep. And I can get your hens to lay.
How?
Hot food is for Wyandottes. You only have Leghorns, haven't you?
How did you know that?
I looked. I can get your hens to lay all right. And I can stir to your barn and bring you in food for your table.
Could you?
Take my word.
Could you also shoot us a fox?
I've shot my share before.
This one's clever. He waits till we're too tired or too blind to catch him. Nellie saw him once, but she couldn't get a shot at him.
What did he look like?
Nellie,
What?
what did the fox look like? Henry wants to know.
Why?
I might know something about his habits if I knew his colors.
Tell him.
He had a golden brown and grayish white muzzle with a thick white tipped tail, and with white under the tail, and a thick fiery brush all over his body.
fiery rush.
She's been dreaming about him.
Has she?
Jill,
Well, you have, haven't you?
Well, how long has he been about?
Almost a year.
he came last winter.
Always the same one.
Always.
Well, how do you know that if you just saw him once?
I know.
Nellie knows, Henry. It's always the same one.
And has he bothered any of the other farms?
Oh, yes.
But he always comes back here.
Well, that's because he knows you don't have a man about the place. Well, farming is an all-day chore. My granddad and I never had any time for curtains or filigree work.
Well, we don't believe in living for nothing but work, Henry.
Aye, that's it. To work a farm, you might as well become a beast yourself. But if your hens won't lay and your larders bare, how much longer do you think you can last?
We shall hold on a time.
And what will you do when you've used up all your capital?
Hire ourselves out for land workers, I suppose.
Or borrow another bit from my dad.
There won't be any demand for women land workers now that the war is over. And suppose your father would have you home again. The farm needs a man about the place. Take my word. Well, I better get going. Otherwise, I'll find the other half of town in bed asleep.
How long till your leave is up, Henry?
A week.
And then they're shipping you back to Canada?
That's where I want to be, but first they're sending me back to camp, though.
And where's that?
Salisbury Plain, about 60 miles.
Do you have a home in Canada with relations?
I have a home with no one. I have no home, but I have the country. It's a wild place, but you've seen no more beautiful sights in all the world. I've slept snowy days and soggy nights in cabins and lean-tos. I've slept the side of a mountain to watch the clouds rise like balloons below me. England is my birth, but Canada's my life. I thank you for your kind good thoughts, ladies. I'll be on my way now.
Henry, suppose you find no one with a bed to spare.
I'll trade with a horse, didn't I?
Nellie, I'd say you could spend the night, Henry. Only,
Only what?
well, propriety, I suppose.
It wouldn't be improper, would it? How could it be?
Not as far as we're concerned.
Not as far as I'm concerned. It is my own house in a way.
What's what the village will have to say? They don't take kindly to our being out here as it is.
Well, they're all in bed half sick with the flu. That's what they get for minding how you live.
Well, what do you say, Nellie?
It's all the same to me. We can look after ourselves.
Of course, I've seen that.
Well, then stop if you like, Henry. We have a bed for you.
You sure it isn't troubling you too much?
Oh, it'd be no trouble. It's good to have company again.
It's awfully good not having to turn out again. Take my word.
Well, you sit down and rest then while I ready your room.
I'll tidy the room.
No, I'll do it, Nellie. You stay and build the fire up. We have 2 rooms, Henry. Would you rather face the sun or the shade?
Either.
Not that there'll be any sun for you to see this time of year.
Well, I'll take the shady one then.
I'll give you the sunny one. It's brighter. Henry, do you want to scrub up before you turn in tonight? I can run a tub for you if you want.
Aye, I'd like that.
I'll heat the water for you as soon as I've done upstairs.
I'll get the water.
No, Nellie. You've done enough today. I'll be down in a jiff.
Can I help you with that, Nellie? Did I frighten you?
No,
I'm sorry if I did.
you didn't.
Henry, I forgot to ask. Do you take a pillow? We have 2 extra.
One will be fine, Jill, thank you.
I'll give you the fluffy one then. Henry, do you want to unpack now? That way you'll be all settled for the night after your tub. Do you want to do that, huh?
Aye.
You come along too, Nellie. We can talk up here.
Are you coming, Nellie?
In a minute.
Hurry.
Henry! Henry! Henry!
Go on down.
Henry! He isn't here. Do you see anything?
Dark woods and a tipsy barn. The logs need piling.
Nellie, aren't you concerned about him?
What shall I do?
Call him.
Why?
I want to see if he's left us or he hasn't.
Then you call him.
Well, you're in a nice state this morning.
Like a fire, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Well, then I've got to clear away the ashes, haven't I?
Suppose something's happened to him.
It looks as if he could manage.
Really?
What?
What happened to you? Don't his whereabouts concern you at all? This is his first day here. Where could he be? What could he be doing?
Perhaps he took a walk.
Why?
Why not?
I don't know, but why wouldn't you call to him just now? What happened to you last night? Did you dream again?
Did you hear me get out of bed?
No. Why? Did you? Hmm?
I thought I heard someone singing outside the window.
Singing who?
The fox.
The fox?
The singing went all around the house and out to the fields. I had to get up to be sure. He was out there in the yard, right at my feet, looking up at me. Wanted to touch him, but when I reached out my hand, he bit me right through the wrist. Then he whisked his fiery brush against my mouth, and it burned. Then he made off laughing. Not a staring post, Jill. You've dreamt queer things, haven't you?
Well, nothing as queer as that.
I felt you snuggle round me in the middle of the night.
Because I was cold.
You've got your water bottle to keep you warm.
You know that doesn't last but a little time.
Listen now. I'm telling you what I saw and heard in my sleep.
All right.
It was a trick. That's what dreaming is, isn't it? We see at night what we can never even imagine during the day.
All right, Nellie.
If I can't even confide in you anymore, what is the good of things between us?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Did I wake you when I was in the woods? I went
Must
out-
you barge in here like that without even a knock or a cough? You're a soldier and you've traveled, but you haven't learned any manners yet, have you?
Nellie?
Beg your pardon.
And what are you doing with my gun?
I thought you might like it if I would.
Put it down and leave it down.
Sorry, Nellie, I didn't think to ask.
What's that you're carrying, Henry? Pheasants?
Aye. And here's what your hens have done this morning.
Oh, Henry!
I'll round you up another dozen before suntime.
How in the world? Our hens never lay before noon.
They do now.
And how in the world did you get the pheasants? They're usually so quick Nellie can never get a sight on them.
They were just sailing into the woods when I caught them.
Well, he must have been sailing fast with wings like these. Nellie, come and look what a good wind Henry's brought us. You must be a golden shot, Henry. Where did you pick that up? During the war?
Before the war, when I was here with my granddad.
Well, the practice was good for the pudding. Nellie, come and look. You just wait and see what I'm going to make us out of all this. We have so much here, we can entertain the Queen and the Palace Guard now, don't we, Nellie? Don't we?
Yes, we do.
We thank you for the treat, Henry. There'll be feasting and no fasting at the old Bailey farm tonight.
I'll take them out and trim them up for you.
No.
I'll do that.
Nellie will do it.
You must have lots else to do, Nellie. Let me.
Not so much that I can't manage these.
I have a way with these creatures, though.
I have a way with them too, Henry. I'd rather trim them myself.
Why would you when I've offered?
Because it's my job. You've done the hunting.
Is that why?
Yes, it is. Now let me have them.
Let me, Nellie, please.
Give them to me.
I want them, Nellie, please.
Let him have them, Nellie. They're his to do with.
Have them then, have them. There's more wood to bring in and I have no time for talking.
The partner has clear streaks in her, hasn't she, Joe? She likes to beat her own path, like a big dark bird.
Well, you're not one to hedge either, Henry.
I sure hope I didn't upset her, though. Do you think I did?
No, not Nellie. She never minds anything much. She'll carry a bother about as long as I can milk a cow.
How long is that?
Oh, from here to here. Well, you do what you have to then, Henry, while I poach us some breakfast.
Jill?
Yes?
Why does she always wear men's clothing, though? Doesn't she like to think of her figure?
She has dresses for the summertime.
Does she?
She only wears what she does now for the monkey work and the weather.
Women ought to wear dresses all year round. That's what I think. Ladies ought to look like ladies. Like you do. Like a little white flower. I'll take care of these two, then chase out your fowl. Where do you keep the feed, in the barn?
Henry, no, don't you do that.
Why not?
You're not going to spend your day handing out chicken feed. It's barely 6 o'clock, time you were still in bed.
6 o'clock's an army hour, too, Jill. Why, at 6 o'clock I had to be sighting in on the Jerrys. I'll trade your chicken feed for my rations and killings anytime. Now you hear me. I'm going to have those hoppers of yours laying twice their load before I leave today. You see if I don't.
Henry, don't chase them out yet, though. Not until we're ready to stand guard.
Guard for what?
For the fox. If we don't watch for him every day, he'll have us down to bankruptcy. He's carried off 8 of our hens already.
8?
8 of our fattest.
Well, I can't abide that. I ought to stay on until I catch the beastie myself. You'll have no fox stealing allows about it, I can promise you that. But you give a shout when the food's on. The air's brought my appetite full up.
I'll call it a jip. You hurry Nellie in, though. I need the log.
I'll hurry her. I didn't know you had to be sawing your own timber, Nellie. Where do you draw it from?
From the trees, where it grows.
Do you do your own chopping them too?
I do.
Is there anything you haven't done around here?
Not that I could mention.
Nellie, if I've sent you, I apologize. You may say I have no manners, but that just might be a sign of my trust and good faith. If I'm to be leaving today, I'd like to think I haven't left behind an enemy. Couldn't we shake on it so I know your mind?
You can leave with a clear conscience, Henry. We are not enemies.
I'd feel much firmer about it if I had your hand.
You have my word.
I'd rather have your hand.
Don't need my hand, Henry.
You're not afraid of me, are you?
No, I'm not afraid.
Then why would you shake?
Why should I?
As a pledge.
Of what?
Of us, as friends. Nellie, please.
Henry, stop it, man. Don't be foolish.
I'm not being foolish. Nellie, please.
No.
Why not?
Henry, stop it.
Nellie, where are you? The house is cold and breakfast is waiting.
I'm coming.
Let me help you carry this, Nellie.
Henry, stay away from me now. You've done enough. Why are we eating in here?
It's roomier, isn't it?
You mean it's prettier? It's a bigger spectacle for Henry, isn't that what you mean? I wonder why you're rushing on so about this soldier boy, Joe. I wonder what you think is so special about him. I've never been as concerned with any boy before. What have you been thinking about him,
I've been thinking about you, too. I thought you might enjoy a change of view.
You don't have to strain yourself on my
There
account.
was no strain. I can lift a table.
You can. That's the first I've heard of it lately.
Nellie, I don't understand you today. You've something twisting and churning around inside of you, but I can't fathom it. I just like having somebody new to fuss over. You know that's the way I am. Henry only has the 1 week leave, and he's just brought us in enough to fill our table 4 times over. I just wanted to return some of his thoughtfulness, that's all. Nellie, please.
What?
He told me he's had to do killing. Killing people. He sounded so strange when he said it. So hurt. He reminded me of my brother. So young. He said he'd trade our kind of life for what he'd had to do any time. I thought a show of friendliness would help to prop him up for his trip back to Canada. He's all alone now. I'm sorry, Nellie. Maybe I was just being greedy. He's company for me too. And I need that so badly now. I can't go on otherwise. I'm sorry. I'll move the table back.
Jill, don't.
That's all right. I was just being silly.
You're
I
not
know.
being silly. It's me who should be apologizing to you.
Why?
Because I've let all my dreams and all my frights wash over everything we've had between us. Came out here to this creaky shop in this lonely wood, and we stored it up for business, didn't we? With all the wind and the work and the war and everything else we've had to pit up against, we're still running, aren't we? And we're going to keep running. And if you get the chance to relax a little by fussing for Henry, or anybody else for that matter, why then you do it. I won't bark at you again, I promise. You're a sweet touch of a thing, and I'm a big crusher. I have no right to spoil your kindness. So you forgive me, do you hear?
Oh, Nellie.
Do you?
Of course I do.
Then we'll spend our days doing good deeds from now on. And whenever you find me in a grump again, you can send me to muck out the cesspool as penance. And then you can make me pump out the pond, climb for apples, and jump into the well. Aren't we two crazy birds, though? Aren't we?
Well, you are. I've always kept my sanity.
Well, you won't keep it long if I make you tend to the outdoors once in a while. But you are a pretty thing when you smile, so you keep to it. One of us has to have the looks in this family. Now you rush us some breakfast of other things to get to.
Nellie,
What?
as our first good deed then, what would you think of asking Henry to stay on till his time's up? I think it'd be worth having him. If he's half the shot he was today, he could keep us in meat for the whole winter. Then we could surely keep running. Do you think you'd mind?
It may not suit him.
Well, we can ask to find that out, but would it bother you?
Of course not.
Tell me if it would.
It wouldn't. Why should it?
Then we can do it. Shall we? Oh, I know he'll be pleased.
I know you will.
I know you will too. You're not fooling me. You'd like a change from my face. You know you would. But you ask him then. You're better at imitations than I am.
I'm no better than you.
Yes, you are. You do it.
Why not you?
He might say no if I ask him. You do it, Nellie, please. Oh. He's coming. Ask him as soon as he's in, will you? I want to know in time for some shopping.
Here you are, Jill, ready for the pot.
Thank you, Henry. You get in there and sit. We'll be having breakfast in a minute. You get in there and rest the meanwhile.
Resting for nighttime, isn't it?
Not for you. You don't go out again now, you hear? Or I'll poach your eggs with mustard seed. You get in there and sit.
I really wish you'd let me help you with that, Nellie. I haven't had a chance to set a proper fire since I left Canada.
Is that what you missed most?
That and other things.
Like what, hunting?
That.
City life?
Not much city life in Canada. Not yet, thank goodness.
What else?
A good spring bed.
What else?
I'm flattered you'd like to know that much about me.
Jill was asking what army life was about. I couldn't tell her.
She had a brother in the service, didn't he, right?
He wrote from France. You came from Italy.
I bet he didn't miss half what I did being in France.
Why didn't he?
Italy was a small, rocky country with fighting most of the time I was there. Not much chance for us to relax and enjoy ourselves, I can tell you that. What have you missed most being way out here? Anything special you've had to do without?
No.
Nothing?
No.
If only the farm had come out right, you'd have everything you want, wouldn't you?
That's right.
Well, then it's a shame the stars haven't shined properly for you then.
Yes, it is.
I wish I could help somehow.
Helped quite a lot already.
Have I?
Yes, you have.
Well, I'm very pleased to hear you say that.
Breakfast's on. Oh, now that's a pretty sight, Henry. You look right at home by the fire.
I feel it.
And then I hope you can stay and enjoy it. Have you decided yet?
Decided what?
I haven't asked him yet, Jill.
Oh, shoot.
Ask me what?
Ask him, Nellie.
Ask me what?
Go on.
Oh, if you'd consider staying on with us. Not the whole time, not if you don't want. Only whenever you decide. But as long as you'd like to try with us, we'd be happy to have you. It'd be no trouble at all, Henry. Really, it wouldn't. And you'd only have a couple days to put up with us, so what do you say?
What do you say, Nellie?
Nellie said, now it's your turn.
Why then?
Good.
I'd like to try forever.
I wish you had the chance. Well, it's done then. Happy to have you, Henry. Now I only hope you like my cooking. Sit over here and try it. I'm going to cycle into town later for some fresh spreadings for dinner. And cheese and maybe some wine. Do you like wine, Henry?
Aye.
Then that's what we'll have with the roast pheasant I'm preparing. We'll have to do with what's left over in the meanwhile.
I don't mind. Come to the table, Nellie.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have a gentleman in the house again. Really it is. You sit now, Henry. I'm not finished yet.
You look very handsome at the table, Nellie. You don't mind me staying on here, do you? I'd rather not stay if you do. Are you happy to have me?
You'll hear me if I'm not.
What are you smiling about, Henry? Are you comfy?
I have 2 ladies to wait on me, a house to live in, a farm outside in the woods nearby. I'll have hunting and walking and reading and talking. There's no man alive who can want more, is there?
Don't you intend to marry one day?
Why, if I found the right sort.
What sort would she have to be, Don't be bashful now. What would she?
Tall and strong with a will to work and make me happy.
And how could she best do that,
If I told you that, Jill, there'd be no secret. Such things should be a mystery. Like 2 animals come to drink in the dark, side by side, but they don't know it. They nuzzle around with their heads in the water, and then no matter what else is about, they suddenly feel themselves close. And then they sniff, and then they test, and then they make their little noises. And then they go off together. They know when they found what they want.
Well, you're awful keen on nature, Henry.
You have to be to live, Jill.
Well, not us.
No?
Nellie and I get along very well without nature. You just see if we don't. Your two animals in the woods will have to be satisfied without our joining them. I'm pleased to see you can smile about it, Henry. That means we'll get along all right. Eat now, you're forgetting your food.
Thank you, Jill. I see what I'm doing.
Henry? What do you most like to read, Henry?
Anything except orders.
We have a whole stock of Captain Mayne Reid.
Is that how you like to spend your evenings, Jill? With the captain?
We have lots else to read and do if we want. It's just that by the time
What
we finish
then?
with... Well, the days are short and the nights are long, so we usually pick a sitting job to keep us until bedtime. Well, I do anyway. I write letters and I play the harp.
Do you?
Yes, and I sew.
Do you play well?
Well, not so bad you'd have to leave the room.
You mean your hens don't squawk while you're at it?
Our hens squawk at anything, Henry. You've seen that.
They were tame enough today, weren't they?
Yes, they were.
And they laid a basketful, didn't they?
Yes, they did. I don't know what you fed them, though.
Oh, I fed them what they always had. But I told them something, too.
What was that?
That I'd have the next yap out of them. Especially that big white leghorn with the brown marking. That's the yappiest thing I've ever heard in the yard.
That's Patty. She's Nellie's bird.
Is she?
She won't eat unless Nellie holds her food out for her, though.
Won't she, though?
Nellie no sooner lop away at her than she would me.
Well, then I'm liable to have both of you before I'm through. If you turn out to be a squawker, too.
Henry, stay there.
Come play the harp for me first.
Henry!
You've cooked a marvelous dinner and you've stuffed me full. Now you've got to help me work it off.
Nellie's alone in there.
I'm alone in here.
She's been in a hard day today.
Haven't I?
Yes, you did, but we didn't ask you to.
And now all I'm asking you to do is lead me to the harp.
Henry.
And play while I sing. I'm so full of good spirits I'm liable to pop the way into the woods and dance the night to Islington.
Well, dance away then. I have to help Nellie.
Henry, you'll blow out the fire.
There's no wind tonight, Nell. Even the sky is still.
But cold.
You finished without Jill's help, I see.
I always do.
The washing, but I have to do the piling.
Have you finished piling them now?
Oh, what's left will dry until morning.
Well, who's up for a walk in the woods then? We can take the gun and stock up for morning.
You must be dizzy, Henry. Now is no time to be tramping about out there.
Now's the best time, Jill. When all the busybodies are away indoors, you can walk free without interruption. So what do you say, Nellie? You're not afraid of a little night air, are you?
No. She's afraid she'll have to use her legs tomorrow and they'll be all wearied out.
That's a small reason.
Big enough for us.
Thank you, Henry. I think I'd rather stick to my needling tonight.
Is that your last word?
Yes, it is.
And that's how we shall leave it. I don't want to make myself a pest.
Is walking in the woods what you were most fond of in the evenings, Henry?
Aye. Looking out for rabbits and trying to scare up a deer or two.
We heard you used to scare up all the neighbors.
Where did you hear that?
In the village this afternoon when I cycled in.
What did they say?
Mostly there were a lot of dark looks and shaking of heads when I mentioned your name.
There were there?
And they talked about you not being the best milker in the world.
Jill.
Did they?
And about your loafing off the work and chasing your rabbits and jollywogging all day while your granddad tended the farm.
Who were they? What were their names?
Ain't nothing to get fierce about, Henry.
I can get fierce about any of them now that I reached my size. That's what's needed.
Why?
They're small-minded people, Henry.
I know what they are, and I know what they say. Are they friends of yours, these loudmouths?
We try never to meet them, but we have to on shop days.
Nah, that's all they're good for, is their bloody shop days. They're the kind of people who never care if the world spins or a mountain moves or a star burns. They're tiny, tiny people crowding there for no good reason except for to squeeze off anybody that interferes with their shop days.
Sound as though you've had some run-ins with them.
Run-ins enough.
What kind?
I used to have to bend to a switch just for skipping across the street because of them.
What?
My granddad would whip me on anyone's complaint. And they all had something to say about how and why a strip like me shouldn't be fishing their streams or crossing their fields or passing their windows in the middle of the day. That's what they complained about. They couldn't stand to see me roam the land. Well, they sat fast thinking about their linens and their next day's business. Life is a run. And they're afraid to move. Life is a wind. And they sit huddled in their houses, clutching their belongings and sucking their thumbs. They live in greenhouses, that's what they do. Only they grow weeds in their minds instead of ideas. It's their only claim to ever being thought of again.
They were up last night, too.
I heard them. They're after something big, that's for sure.
What do you think it is?
Maybe it's that fox you were telling me about. Can I have your gun, Nellie? I want to try to bring him down.
No!
Why not? You won't worry about me, will you?
Don't worry about the neighbors with you shooting in the dark.
I haven't hit a neighbor yet, Jill. Not with years of trying. Come on, Nellie. What do you say?
You'll have to look out for the dogs,
I won't take a dog for a fox.
but they might mistake you. We'll only be up an hour. After that, we'll be in bed.
If I get him, I'll wake you to celebrate. Thank you, Nellie.
I don't like that, Nellie. They told me he was always hopping about with a gun.
So,
Don't let him have it when he asks.
how shall I stop him? We let him hunt for us in the daylight. Shall I stop him in the morning, too?
It's the way he looks about it I don't like.
How?
So excited. So intense.
He's a young boy. He has to carry on a bit or he won't be comfortable.
Then I won't be comfortable.
Oh, you're silly. You wanted to help him with his loneliness, didn't you? Well, he's out there now, tracking the woods, just as unlonely as can be.
I don't like his temper, Nellie, and I don't like the way he's been carrying on in here. Asking me to play and asking you to walk. We're going to have to keep an eye on him. You see if we don't.
What? Are you afraid he'll steal some of our chickens?
No, I'm afraid.
What?
I know what I'm talking about, Nellie, and if you don't, it's because... Never mind.
What?
Never mind.
Tell me.
Never mind, Nellie. Never mind. Well, I can't wait anymore. It's been hours since the last dogs barked. You've put 2 extra logs on the fire already. Are you going to stay the night?
No.
Till when then?
I haven't tired yet.
Won't you come up with me anyway?
I'll settle you in, but I won't sleep. I can't.
Why not?
No reason.
Are you going to come back down then?
Yes, I think so. Why?
Then I won't go.
Why won't you?
I don't like to sleep without you there. You know that.
You know what you are, Jill? You're a faker. With all your aches and your ailments. You've got a heart that'll beat on till doomsday. You're a sham, that's what you are. Now listen, if you're really buttered out and you can't even blink your eyes open long enough to sit and talk, then I'll set you in your room, fill your bottle, and hum you off to dreamland. All right?
Are you waiting up for Henry?
No,
I think you are, Nellie.
I just told you I'm not.
If you were, why would you be?
Jill, I'm not. Don't be silly.
I've seen the way he looks at you, and I've seen the way you look at him.
How?
It's no good you're pretending surprise. I see what I see.
You can't see anything with your eyes.
And I know what I know.
And I'm asking what?
You're thinking about going away with him.
Oh, Jill. Have you gone off your chum?
I wanted him to stay on because I thought he'd be a bit of fun about the house. But he's begun stamping about here as though he's half owner. And he's been looking you up and down like a farmer, checking stock at a fair.
Jill.
Well, if you haven't seen him, then I have. He moves to you like a stable hand with a new horse. We came out here to get away from looks like that, didn't we? Didn't we?
Yes, we did.
So if Henry's going to start fiddling about with looks like that, we'll have to get away from him too, won't we?
Jill.
Well, I think he's already started. He's not just a boy, Nellie. He's a grown man with a gun in his hands and ideas in his head. And he's not just the sweet thing we imagined. He's got a temper and a reputation for trouble.
Whatever trouble he's caused.
I'm not talking about his loafing off the work, although we have yet to see how long he'll lend us a hand. I'm talking about his prowling through the woods every night. They told me he was out there every night, Nellie, warm or cold, light or dark.
He was 15 at that time.
But he's got the same look about him now. Whenever he mentions the woods or animals or the gun, he has an excitement inside of him that shines through like a beacon. You must be dumb if you can't see that.
Are you frightened of him, Jill? Is that what it is?
Yes!
Well, I'm not.
I know you aren't. That's what I'm arguing about.
Listen now. We've asked him to stay on and he said yes. And he hasn't done anything yet that I could call a real bother. And if he's got some great needs to be out in the woods while the rest of us sit by our fires, well then more power to him. He's a better man for it than we are.
Why?
The woods aren't the safest place you could name, are they? A gun isn't the easiest thing to handle, is it? Henry was right when he said those gossipers were jealous of him. They're jealous of us too. Because we've done what none of them thought we could do alone. And we're doing what they hoped we wouldn't be able to do because that would only prove that we're better than they are. And if you're frightened of Henry, it's for the same reason. You think he's better than you, braver than you. And he is. He can't cook, but he can provide. He can't hang curtains, but he can sturdy a barn. He can't sit, but he can run. Jill, I'm not angry at you, and I'm not trying to slight you. If you're tired now, please, let me put you to bed. I won't be long to follow, I promise. Please. Please.
All right.
I'll get your bottle when you're ready up.
Nellie,
What?
you won't leave me though, will you? Will you?
Leaving you would be like leaving half my life. How could I do that? Now, go on up, Joe. Go on.
It's the fox.
Come look what I've got for you, Nellie!
Henry, is that you?
Hi! Come see what I've got for you!
Don't go out there now.
Why not?
Henry, come in here now and put the gun away.
I've got your chicken thief, Jill!
Henry, come in here now. Never mind what you caught us.
Jill, stop your yelling.
I don't want you to go out there.
Jill, let me pass.
It's too cold out. I don't like what he's up to. I don't want you to leave me, Nellie, please. Please.
Step back into the light, I'll show you what a beauty he is. Is this the one that's been haunting you all this while, Nellie?
Well, is it, Nellie?
I swear it is.
Then you won't be losing any more chicks or sleep now, will you?
Thank you, Henry, but get him out of here. We don't want a dirty beast in our parlor.
He isn't dirty, Jill. I've shaken most of the blood out of him.
Henry, go on. Get him out of here.
You want to come watch me peg him up, Nellie?
No, she doesn't.
I wasn't asking you, Jill.
Nellie has to fill my bottle,
Does she?
and then we're going to sleep.
Are you?
Tell him, Nellie.
Do you want to go to bed? Or do you want to come with me now, Nellie?
You go on up, Jill. I'll be back soon.
Go on up, Jill. I'll fill your bottle for you myself. Don't worry, I won't keep her long. It's a real beauty, isn't he? I almost hated to bring him down. The farms and the farmers, and the shops and the shopkeepers have been crowding his territory. Just like they've been crowding mine. We're both creatures of the wood, you know. You feel a little sorry for him now, don't you? Mind you don't catch his fleas. Have you never felt a fox before?
No, I haven't.
There's enough electricity in that tail to light up a whole house if you can gather it. Are you fond of electricity?
Where did you catch him? At the coop?
Aye. He came in under the gate just like I knew he would. I let him have a couple of sniffs, then I gave him the blast.
How did you know that's the way he'd come?
I felt it.
And how did you do that?
I willed it. Nellie, a hunter, if he's a real hunter, doesn't just walk into the woods and says, "Please, beastie, fall to my gun." It's a slower, subtler thing than that. When you hunt, you have to gather yourself to bring down what you're out for. You have to coil everything you are, like a snake when he's about to strike. And then you focus. Not just your eyes, but your whole mind and soul on the thing you're after. So it becomes like a fate. Your will against his. And when you finally come into range and reach your true pitch, you don't aim like you would a bottle or a clam of chowder. It's your will that carries the bullet through. It's your will that brings the creature down. It has to be the will, or you'll never win. It's whoever's will is the weakest, that's the loser. Have you never hunted this way?
No, I haven't.
Well, that's why you're so far behind. Well, if Jill won't have them, should I make a fur piece for you?
No, thank you.
Well, why not?
I never wear fur.
Why not if you like the feel of it?
I don't like the feel of it.
You did just now.
That wasn't liking.
Well, what was it?
I was interested, that's all.
Take him, Nellie. I'd like you to have him.
He's yours. You caught him.
I'd like to give him to you.
Why should you?
Come here, Nellie, and I'll tell you. Come close so I can see it.
Nellie?
I've got to go in now.
She can fill her own bottle, can't she?
She can, but she likes me to do it.
What else does she like you to do? Whisper in her ear that she's safe and sound for the night?
That's right.
That's a wasty habit, isn't it? The more you whisper, the more she'll want you to. And soon you're spending half your evenings tucking her in and filling her bottle. Is that what you want for yourself, Nellie? You ought to be thinking about more worthwhile things.
Such as what?
Nellie!
Such as marrying and helping tuck in a man. Have you never thought about that before?
Yes, I've thought about it.
The running way out here, you must have thought of everything wrong.
Nellie, where are you?
I'm coming!
I have some needs and likes too, Nellie. There's been no thought of my marrying anybody. Till now.
Henry, please.
But you're what no one else has ever been.
Nellie?
Henry.
You speak your mind and you manage a farm. But you breathe warm and you think warm.
Henry, please.
I know you do. That's what a woman ought to do.
Nellie!
Not like Jill. She's a little flower. And she'll wilt fast, take my word.
Henry.
I want you to think about marrying me, Nellie. Me.
Nellie, answer me!
Think about me now, Nellie. Never mind her. Will you? Will you?
Will I what?
Think about marrying me, Nellie?
Nellie!
Think about me now, Nellie. Think about marrying me. Think about me, Nellie.
Okay, yes.
Think about me.
Yes.
Nellie!
Think about me!
Nellie!
Yes.
Nellie!
I'm
Nellie!
here. I'm here.
Where were you? Why didn't you come when I called?
I did.
I called a dozen times before you got here.
I didn't hear you then.
You're lying, Nellie.
Don't say that to me.
You are. I know you are.
I'll get your bottle.
What did Henry say to you? What did he try to do?
Nothing.
He did. He did, Nellie. Tell me.
Silly boy. He's got himself all excited over the hunting he's done. He's out to prove he can catch me too. He asked me to marry him, that was all.
Did you ask him to leave?
No,
Why didn't you?
because he's a foolish boy. I'd sooner think of marrying him than I would the horse in our barn.
Nellie, I think he ought to leave. Why should we have him stay now?
He can fill our table, that's what you said.
Nellie, you're making us foolish. You're letting him take advantage of us.
We'll be taking advantage of him.
No, we won't. That's what I thought too. But I see now he has more to gain than we do. Much more.
What?
You. And me. He wants this place, Nellie, and he wants us to work it for him. He wants me for his kitchen and you for his bed.
Jill.
He wants this farm for his future. He has nothing in Canada. He told us that. He lived wild on the side of a mountain.
Will you hush now?
He's got to go, Nellie. Tell him.
You go on upstairs now.
Why won't you listen to me? I'm telling you that Henry has...
Come in.
bed yet, Jill?
She will be soon.
You weren't waiting for me, were you? That was a fishy look. What's gotten into her?
You asked me to think about you, Henry. Well, I have. I don't appreciate your tomfoolery in the shed just now. And if you intend to stay on here, you must promise to never do or say anything like that ever again. I have to ask this condition or I'll have to ask you to leave. So which is it going to be?
Whichever you rather, Nellie.
It's up to you to decide.
I think it's up to you.
It's your choice, Henry, not mine.
You call what I said in the shed tomfoolery?
I do. I certainly do.
That means you don't think I was serious.
Well, I don't see how you can be. You've only been here but one day. You've been a soldier for 3 years. You feel you've been lonely, so you ask me to marry you. Well, if that isn't tomfoolery, I don't know what is. I'm very flattered, but I can't think you'll still be serious in the morning. Really, I can't.
Laughing at me's no way out, Nellie.
Out of what?
Out of answering my question. When I'm serious, I don't like to be taken lightly. If what I said was so much tomfoolery, then why must I promise never to say it again? It hasn't hurt you, has it?
Certainly hasn't.
But you're afraid it might.
No, I'm not.
Then why must I promise never?
Henry, Jill and I have no time for fooling. We've got much too much to do without worrying about you and your fancies.
I haven't bothered Jill, have I?
You certainly have.
How?
Never mind how, Henry.
You seem very concerned about Jill.
I am.
Is it because of her you're asking me to stop saying what I did in the shed?
No.
Is it?
Just told you no, Henry.
I don't think you mean no.
It's time for me to be upstairs.
Nellie, I'm serious about you. I may stop saying it, but I won't stop thinking it.
You can stay, Henry, but only on condition. Jill, don't come over the fence. Wait now.
All right.
You'll dump all those packages. Wait till I get there. Oh, you crazy thing. Why are you coming this way? Where's the cycle?
I twisted a spoke coming into the crossing. I had to leave it with the Manders.
You know your balance isn't always quite right. Why do you have to tempt the fate?
The fence is no higher than the bike, and he let me ride that alone.
Practice on the bike. When do you think you'll pick it up again?
Tomorrow or the day after? There's no hurry about it, is there?
Henry asked if he could borrow it this afternoon.
Did he? Why?
I think he wanted to take a tour of the town for a change.
3 days of farm work is a little too much for him, is it? Well, he can walk in if he's that eager.
It's not just the work, Jill. It's us too, I'm sure.
How is that?
He knows we haven't taken it too easily to him staying on here. You bark at him every chance you get.
I do not. Does he say I do?
Well, he wouldn't say it out loud.
Oh, wouldn't he?
But he's no blinder to us than we are to him. We sit every evening, mouth tight, and bury ourselves in whatever we've got. Well, he's left to diddle about in our books.
Or stretching the woods for an hour's prowl.
Well, we're not doing much to help him stay out, are we? And if that's what bothers you most, why don't you leave off flailing about his manners at the table and the mud on his boots?
If he was anyone else, you'd flail about the same things. You know you would.
I thought you were going to try and prop him up for his trip back to Canada.
It doesn't matter a damn to Henry whether I mind his manners or not. He still gets a special consideration from you anyway, doesn't he?
What special consideration?
Who makes his bed in the morning and lays out his blanket? I don't.
Well, he doesn't either. That's
Who's
why.
after him now? For tea or cookies or to rest himself after every half hour's work?
As long as he's here, I can't see any reason in being rude.
It's
to
not
him.
rudeness, Nellie. I just want him to remember that this is our house and our farm.
He knows that.
Well, I tell you truly, Nellie, it makes me a little sick to see him plopped out in our parlor with his legs lapping up half of our room and his dirty boots on the floor and
cleans
his
his
jacket
boots.
off, looking at every move we make like a hawk on the wing. He's too hot, Nellie. He's burning up with the need to make something happen. If we don't put a damper on him soon, He's going to break loose and I don't know what.
What?
You don't care a damn about manners, do you, Henry? Well, what is it now? What do you want?
I saw you coming across the field. I called, but you didn't answer. I wanted to help you with your load.
You could have had Nellie with her chopping if helping was so much on your mind.
I wouldn't have let him.
Nellie never lets me help her, you know that.
Perhaps that's because you don't ask hard enough.
Jill slept on a rock last night, Henry. She has a lump in her equilibrium. Did you have any luck in the woods?
I wasn't out long enough. I only picked up the gun a few minutes ago. I came to ask Jill what happened to the bicycle. I know.
She's twisted a wheel.
It was only a spoke.
It'll put the whole thing out, though. She'll try to pick it up for tomorrow for fixing.
So you have to spend your afternoon in the forest again, Henry. There's no way out of it.
There's much else I can do, is there? We've settled all the feeding and tidying up.
You go on, Henry. You're not here to slave about our work.
Yes, go on, Henry. We can get along nicely without you.
How'd you like to come with me this time, Nellie? So I can give you some lessons for after I'm gone. You haven't been out there in a while, you're liable to lose your way.
Another time, Henry.
Another time and I might not be here.
Then we'll just have to manage without you, won't we?
Yes, you will. What do you say? You'll come with me this time, won't you, Nellie?
Henry, not now. I have a job to finish.
Damn the job. Come with me, Nellie.
I can't.
So if you're disappointed, Henry, well, that's just too bad.
You don't like me here now, Jill, do you?
Don't
Why?
weasel about it, Henry. It doesn't become you.
What have I done to you? Tell me.
You know as well as I what you've been trying to do, not to me, to everybody and everything.
What? What?
Nellie told me you asked her to marry you.
I knew she would. And yes, I did.
Well, why did you then? You don't love her. I know you don't.
What makes you think I don't love her?
I know you don't. You couldn't.
Why couldn't I?
Stop it, Henry. You haven't the talent to play the game without our seeing through you. You're a fortune hunter. That's all you are, and we know it now. Truly we do.
What great fortune do you think?
But let me tell you this. Even if Nellie should find you attractive, and even if you were clever enough to charm her into marriage, I'd never let you stay on here. Never. You'd have to take her to Canada and keep her tied to you so she wouldn't slip off that mountain you live on while you were asleep. Whatever happens, you're leaving this farm Sunday, and you won't ever be welcome to return. Not as long as I have anything to say about it.
I'm glad we got it straight now, Jill.
I'm happy you're so pleased. Now will you move out of here so I can work?
But if you're that frightened of me,
I'm not frightened of you.
then why'd you have me leave sooner? Won't Nellie let you?
We're not rude, Henry.
It wouldn't be rudeness.
We don't like to take advantage of someone wandering about.
It's your house and your property.
You have nowhere else to go.
I can go 1,000 places. You think this is my last chance for a bed in this world?
Don't shout, Henry!
Now let me tell you something, little miss. You're frightened, that's what you are. You're afraid I want to grab Nellie away from you and you'll be alone to face the fierceness of this life around you. Your bones chatter and your stomach spins just thinking about it. Well, if you can get Nellie to ask me off this property any time before Sunday, I'll go. And you won't hear a mumble out of me for it. But if you can't get her to do that, then we'll know who's the most important around here. There will be no more fuss or palaver about that. Now you stick to your kitchens and your cupboards, and I'll soon have this problem dumped down for you. Nellie! Come here! Come here, Nellie!
What is it?
Come here! You wanted to go walking in the woods with me before, didn't you? You'd have liked peeking in the birds' nests and the rabbit holes with me beside you, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
What makes you think that?
Nellie, what's holding you in? I've told you what ticks inside of me. I've trusted you with whatever good or bad might come of it. The least you can do is be honest with me now. I just had it to do with Jill. And she says no matter what, she will never let me marry you. She never will. I can't abide that. Nellie, I've asked you to marry me from the heart. And that's the deepest there is of me. But if it really is no, it has to be you that says it, not her. So what's wrong about it? You don't love anybody else, do you?
No.
Not even Jill, do you?
It's something different.
But it isn't love. Nellie, Can you picture yourself growing old and white with no one but Jill beside you? Is that a painting you'd like to hang in your room? Couldn't you rather think of we two together? Holding hands in the snow, still tracking the wild parts of the earth? Feeling cold and fire, wet and hot. Feeling the two of us stand high and alive while the dullards sit safe in their houses. So you will have me, won't you?
No.
You want the feel of me. You need it. Say you'll have me, Nellie. Say it.
No.
Yes, you will. I swear you will.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Nellie, have you lost your mind?
She hasn't lost her mind, Jill. She's just decided to have me.
No.
Look at her, Nellie. Tell her you've agreed to marry me.
No.
It's true, Jill.
No, no, no.
It's true, Jill.
No, it's impossible.
Mustn't snap, Jill.
I won't let you do it, Nellie. Look at me. Look at me. Are you bewitched?
She isn't bewitched. She's just happy.
Take your hands off me.
Leave us alone now, Jill.
You leave us alone.
Get away, I said.
Look at me, Nellie. Please. Please.
Get away, Jill!
Jill, wait.
Your place is with me now.
Henry, let me pass.
You've pledged yourself to me.
I pledged myself to Jill a long time ago.
Your place is with me now.
I've broken her heart. I have to go to her.
If you go, you'll break my heart.
Yours.
You think I haven't gotten one? You think mine doesn't feel what hers does? Feel it. Feel it. Listen, Nellie, I want you to marry me before I go. What's wrong about it? What is it?
Henry, why me? You could so easily find someone who would suit you better. You know you could.
How could I do that?
You're young. You must have fooled with girls before. How do you know I'm what you want? I'm almost 30.
What has age got to do with it?
I'm settled here. I'm happy here.
You know you're not.
Henry, you can't count on me. I fly up and down like a gull. I don't know what moves me, and I don't know what will keep me still.
I will.
How can you be so sure?
I will. You know I will. Now wipe your mind of what's been before. And think of the future. You can't let the farm, you can't let Jill, you can't let anything cloud that sight. Yes, I fooled with girls before. But when I'm married, I want to think it's for all my life. When I think of you and all my life, well, the two go together. I can get a job if I had to. I'm not a waster, Nellie. I've saved half what they paid me the last 3 years. So I wouldn't mind using it to help us get a start anywhere. So you will marry me before I go, won't you?
Henry, we can't marry before you leave. Even if we put up the banns tomorrow, there wouldn't be time enough.
Well, I'll come back then.
From Canada?
From camp. I'm not to be shipped for another month. I can leave here a day early and fix the time to claim it so I can come back. You can't refuse me, Nellie. You know you can't. You know you can't. Nellie not down yet?
You don't see her, do you?
Nellie! Dinner's on! Jill, you're not going to grudge me for all this, are you? I want you to know I appreciate how kind you've been to Nellie and to me. If you ever want to try your luck in Canada, why, we'll stake you your bed, your meals, even a couple of lumberjack friends. England's drying up. There's no juice left in her beans, take my word. We'll be trying to live full in a land full of shopkeepers.
Thank you, Henry. It's nice of you to seem so concerned.
I am.
If I didn't know what a thief you are, I'd almost believe you. Nellie, I'm ready to pour.
coming.
I'm sorry you won't be reconciled with me, Jill. Really, I am. I know you and Nellie haven't made any selling plans yet. If there's anything I can do to help you, I'd like to. I might know a few fellows that might be interested in buying the place. You're not going to try to keep this place yourself, are you? Are you going to look for another partner? Is that the idea? What are you gawking at? If I said something strange?
Who did you have in mind to buy the place, Henry?
I don't know, but I'll certainly ask about it when I get back to camp.
You'd buy it yourself if it were cheap enough, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
Well, why would I?
You want this place, Henry. It's all over your face. It's been all over your face since you came. Well, you won't get it. Not from me.
I don't want it from you, Jill.
You want it with me. To service it for you. Well, you can't have that either. You've got Nellie, and that's all.
Nellie's all I want.
Is it?
Nellie's all I'll ever want.
Oh, you're very clever, Henry, but you're not fooling me. I've seen your kind before.
Where was that?
In the zoo. Caged. Just where you ought to be. You don't frighten me with your looks. And you might leave here the winner today, but you won't always have it your way. You just see if you do.
You're a nasty little thing, aren't you?
Not nasty. Only cleverer than you hoped I'd be.
Woo! I say, what a lovely lady.
It's your going away treat. I don't know, but that'll never keep you from coming back. I'm not a pink monkey, Henry. Sit. And you too, Jill. I'll serve this time.
I thought you were pulling my leg when you said she had such things. She certainly does, doesn't she?
Those other things are only for the work I've got to do out here.
Well, you'll never have to worry about those other things again. Not as my wife.
Oh, she's going to have it comfy from now on, is she?
Yes, she is.
What will she do, though, while you're out in the woods hunting birds and weasels? She can't lie in a hammock and watch clouds all day. Nellie isn't built that way.
I won't be hunting all the day, Jill.
Oh, well, now that's a surprise. Nellie, did you hear that? What will you do?
I might take a job so we can save up for our future years.
What kind of a job? What do you think you're fitted for? All you've ever done is hunt and loaf
Jill,
and kill a few Jerrys. There's no claim to immortality in any of that. I'm glad to see you can still smile about yourself, Henry. It's a good sign for the Commonwealth.
drink your soup, Jill. Henry will be leaving soon, and drink your soup.
What about your sailing plans, Henry? Have you arranged about that yet?
My passage will be taken care of by the government.
What about Nellie's passage? Have you... I hope you're not going to make her ride steerage like an immigrant.
Nellie will ride any way she wants to.
Well, that'll be nice. Do you have enough money to cover any way she might want to go?
Jill,
Well, does he? How much do we really know about what Henry can afford and what he can't?
That's enough now, Jill.
I have a right to speak about what's going on between you two.
No, you don't. Not anymore.
Nellie and I have lived together and dreamed together for years. You can't throw that out like a bag of garbage.
stop it, Jill.
That's right. Stop it, Jill.
And you too, Henry. You're leaving soon. You're leaving me and you're leaving this place. But it was Jill first got you on here. Don't forget that. She's the one who pleaded for you. So you owe her a common courtesy, if nothing else. And you still owe me respect, Jill. I'm not stuck on a rope you can pull in whenever you want. And I'm not too dumb to speak my own mind. I've said I'll marry Henry. So there's no need of picking at one another, nor picking over me. I'm not a prized pig to be badgered about. Now, let's have our food down. And I'll wave you on your way, Henry. And hear from you again when you're ready to come back for me.
I've had as much as I need. Walk with me now, Nellie.
Let her finish her supper.
Walk with me now, Nellie. I have some things to say to you. Jill, for whatever pestiness I've caused you, I apologize. I've appreciated your cooking and whatever other trouble you've been to for me. I only hope I can make it up to you one day. I mean that.
Nellie, put your boots on.
It will only be a minute, Jill. The wind won't hurt her feet. which day they'll give me to get back, but I'll write you as soon as I found it out. Nellie, whatever Jill's going through, she has to at some time, you know that. So if she squirms or begins to cry, well, it'll only be to relieve her feelings. So you go ahead and let her do it, okay? And don't fuss. You've got a wide heart. And there's room for all sorts in there. But you reserve the center space for me. Because you're all I'll be thinking about. You're all I'll ever think about. Nellie, if you want to get started on here for our beginning, I won't mind. I know what Jill means to you, and if you're going to be that torn up about leaving her, then we won't do it. Not until she's accustomed to the idea. We've got land enough here and woods enough to make what we want of it. So if that's what you really want, you fix it while I'm gone. Just so we're together. Sounds like that fox of yours might have had a family, Nellie. I'm going to try to bring him down.
Henry, no.
Come on, I said. I've got my senses up. I'm going to have you another fur in a flash.
I don't want another fur.
Come on, Nellie.
Henry, don't.
You stuff your dinner in, and I'll be back before you finish.
Where are you off to?
Your woods still need clearing, Jill. I'm going to bring you another beastie before I go. Give us one for luck, Nellie. Get ready for the blast.
What will you do when I'm gone?
Die.
Oh, Jill. I've been thinking. Suppose I didn't go to Canada. Suppose I got Henry to stay on here instead. What would you say to that?
I'd say no. Never.
I know you don't like him, Jill. But this way, at least.
Nellie, no. You know I couldn't live in the same house with him. You know I couldn't.
But you just said you couldn't live alone.
I can't. But I won't take him with you either. That's just what he wants. That's just what he's been after.
No, it isn't. It's what I want.
It's what he's made you want. He's too bossy, Nellie. He's too greedy.
Greedy for what?
For everything.
He'll have everything. I will be here.
And he'll be here, and you'll be here, and I'll be here. And just as soon as he has you married, he'll start ordering us about like a pair of laborers, and that'll kill me just as sure as you're leaving.
Why should he order us about like a pair of laborers?
Because that's the way he is. Because he's a spoiled brat of a thing looking to prove he's a man. And he'll step on anyone and anything to make his case. You know that's the way he is. You know you don't trust him either.
That isn't true.
Then why were you afraid to go with him?
I wasn't afraid. I was trying not to hurt you.
Nellie, why are you doing this thing? You know you don't love him. You know that's not what it is. What hold has he got on you that keeps you from making sense about yourself? If he's an animal, you aren't, are you? Whatever can you feel about that boy? What power is it that keeps you so tied to him?
I feel safe with him.
Safe?
Yes.
He'll eat you alive and spew up your bones when he's done. Listen to me, Nellie. He doesn't care about you. He only wants you.
And I want him.
For what? To keep you guarded in a cave? What will you do with him? And what will he do with you? You told me once you thought you were a big dark bird. He's wanted to bring you down, that's all. You said that once yourself. Listen to me, Nellie, listen. Once he has you, he'll begin despising you, and then he'll ignore you, and finally he'll leave to go hunting somewhere else. He's a fox. That's just what he is. But is a beast what you want to marry? Well, is it? Nellie, how much do you really care about him? And about me? And about this farm? And about yourself, Nellie, about yourself? You mustn't do this thing. You'll destroy yourself. They do sound as though they're onto something big again, don't they? Maybe a she-fox. We'll still have to stand guard then, won't we? And worry about our livelihood and our hens. But you won't dream about another fox. He's dead. Another fox won't laugh at you. And if it does, we'll stand guard together till we can smash in its brain. Won't be safe with him. You'll be petrified. Call it off. Call it off before it's too late.
I missed her, the blasted beast. She took off before I can sight her in again. I missed your parting present, Nellie. I'll have it for you when I come back.
Henry, I have something to say to you.
Say it.
Jill and I know each other, and we've built a life here together. And even if it can't last forever, it is a life while it does last. On what grounds can I marry you? You're an absolute stranger to me. So I'm asking you to call it off, before either of us makes a fool of ourselves. And that's it.
Is it?
Sorry, but yes, it is.
Was it the shooting that changed your mind?
No,
Was it anything I said?
no,
What was it?
just suddenly came to my senses, Henry, and now I'm trying to keep both of us from making a terrible mistake with one another.
You just suddenly came to your senses, did you?
Yes,
How did that happen?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't, Henry, honestly.
Well, then I'll tell you. It was Jill, wasn't it? She found out something to say to you about me, didn't she?
Nothing that wasn't plain to see.
And it was so plain to see, Nellie. How come you didn't see it for yourself? I'll tell you that too. Because you wanted me. And you needed me. And you wanted me to want you.
That isn't true.
Don't yap about what you don't know, Jill!
I know!
Shut your mouth now!
Henry, don't yell!
Nellie, if you listen to her, you're lost. If you didn't listen to her, you'd have taken me for what I am.
What are you?
I'm a man, Jill. With a man's mind and a man's appetites.
You're a snake, Henry, with poison in your teeth and destruction in your eyes.
Henry, I'm sorry for whatever fuss I've caused you. But if I didn't tell you the truth now, we'd both be feeling very silly soon enough. Your leave is almost up, Henry. Your train will be waiting.
Bye-bye, Henry.
Well, it's been a jolly week here, hasn't it? Nothing lost, nothing gained. I had 5 days in the country. I had a bed. No one's out and no one's hurt. Don't fret yourself, Nellie. I'll ease my mind somehow. Too much living too soon for a soldier boy just home from the wars. I really wish you'd let me take you out that last time I asked, though, Nellie. One of you's gonna need what I can teach. Have you ever handled a gun at all, Jill?
Yes, I have. Why?
Have you ever been able to bring anything down with it?
A squirrel once.
A lying down squirrel, I bet.
He was on the move.
But he'd just gotten up from a nap, hadn't he? How many shots did you need to get him dead?
Henry, you'll miss your train.
This is a big point, Nellie. There's a world of difference between looking down the barrel of a gun to kill and just trying to hit what you're after. I don't think Jill knows this. That's the point I have to get across. When you hunt, Jill, you have to hunt with your will, or it's no use. Remember I was telling you that once in the shed, Nellie? Now wait. Let me see what I can find to show you.
Don't point that thing in here.
My finger's off the trigger, Jill. Wait. I've found Nellie. Now, if Nellie were a rabbit or a big bird, and she were alive instead of standing frozen, she'd begin to feel my mind fasten around hers. And before it got too big a hold, she'd start to run. And that would be the time to get her. Right then. Ooh.
Henry!
Ooh.
Henry,
Ooh.
Henry!
Ooh. Oh. It was an accident, Nellie. I swear to you. She caught me wound up, the poor thing. It was an accident, Nellie. But you'd be better off without her anyway. She was too thin, too frightened. Nellie, if I'm to be your husband, you're gonna have to listen to me. You're gonna have to listen to me, and you're gonna have to tell me exactly what you're thinking. Otherwise, there could never be anything real between us. You're all in a state. You let it out. I know what Jill meant to you. I'll have to stay out here now, Nellie, to keep you warm and quiet. I'll show you what a farm can really be like. We'll have stock, we'll have crops. We'll stick out so big that all the farmers will have to sit up and take notice, and all the shopkeepers will have to sit up and take notice. We'll save the woods, though, for the evenings. Just you and me, with the stars swirling lightly above. That's enough now, Nellie. I have to catch my train. Stand up and walk me out. Stand up, Nellie. Stand up, Nellie. Stand up! You wait for me. I'll be back.